Hello everyone, my name is Pastor Maldonunu, and today we're back with F1 2018 AOR here for the American Grand Prix in Season 1. Why did I just do the remote intro? Anyways, we're at the Circuit of the Americas for round 18 out of 21 in the AOR Formula One League. It's going to be clear throughout qualifying and throughout the race here in America, which is almost kind of natural. The track is 5.5 kilometers with a lap time around 1 minute 30 and over there. We have two DRS zones down the start finish straight and down the back straight. The track is of 20 corners. That is personally, I think it has a very bad third sector and a very awesome S's section, so you can kind of discuss whether it's good or bad. It's mediocre in my sake, but it's time to get into qualifying in the Force India car. You can see lagging a bit out of the garage because my G-force didn't work. This time around I actually got the mods thanks to the McLaren driver of a series. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but thanks to him it worked out. You can see already going out of the place. I don't know, whenever my wheel turns on, the first time I get onto the brakes, they don't really decide to work. You can also see that in the corner, if that's what you want. But anyways, it's time to get out for the first lap of the day. I don't know why the audio isn't on. Something's weird happening here. But first lap of the day on this track. Setup was feeling very good, actually. The car was feeling like a breeze to drive in this race, which is the opposite to the last couple of races that we've been doing. Only 134 for this one. You can see on the next lap we improved by quite a bit, but you can see how much it's actually lagging. It's harder to drive with than what it looks like. So like it's extremely hard to actually see what's going on, because it's very much harder to drive whenever you're having to react quite fastly. Anyway, so we're coming into the pits now. I decided that I wanted to do a lap without the recording just to see how much faster I go. I managed to improve by a bit over a second, but we only got down to 32.9. Not to get into excuses, I only did like 20 minutes of practice before this, but starting in 8th place, still I was very happy with this performance because it's still pretty good. In terms of strategy, we're doing the one stop, the ultra soft to super soft. We had some drivers qualifying the soft tires in front of us, actually right in front of us. They'll do the one stop as well. I don't know if they'll do revert it, because we're doing ultra soft to soft, yeah, so they'll probably do super soft to soft or something like that. Anyways, we're on the grid, lap number 1 out of 28, it's 5 red lights, and we're underway for the American Grand Prix, round 18 of AOR. It's a good getaway from us, right in front of us, getting some wheel spin of the Williams. We go for the move down the inside of the Williams, almost the Red Bull's whale. We get a buttload of lag into the first corner, but we survive. We're going inside of one of the McLarens right there, a bit of a glitchy stuff happening. Right in front of us with Yulo and a series who helped us out. They're going side by side, but eventually bagging out, so no crashing until now. Not like real life. We're actually better than the real life drivers, which is unbelievable. I think there was like a couple of drivers that got took out. Was it Stroll or Alonso that got took out in real life first? Anyways, that's not the point of this. It's a clean race now. We're still in 8th place. We're looking to get the move done on Julio because he's going quite slow, but he goes for the move himself down the inside of the McLaren. A bit aggressive maybe, but he almost made it work out. So we're surviving. We're still surviving at the moment. DRS is not on. We have the Toro Rosso rider PX going right past us right there with his slipstream, a bit of contact with him, so he goes defensive. We don't want to do any moves with him right now. I'm just taking it nice and careful of the start. We don't want any crashes and stuff, because if everyone's going aggressive, then no one will be surviving for 28 laps. So we're holding a bit back, and so you go for the outside move. That one wasn't actually supposed to happen, so back out instantly, but we have the Renault making a move down the inside. I don't know what it was. I backed out of the one with the Toro Rosso because I didn't want to get too close to it or anything. And then we have Renault Folk Bobby, who's probably watching this video right now. Hello, going for the move. Anyways, clean lap 1 out of the go. We have rider PX right in front of us in the Toro Rosso. Fastest lap set by the leader, which is not a surprise at all. First lap for us, 1:44.7, which is totally not off the pace. We have people in front of us going for the moves as well. With MTW1 man. Why is it such a long name? I don't know. We're behind Julio, the lead coordinator. As we glitch a lot with the McLaren, he just lagged through us, and now he's in front of us, so I'm not really sure if you could call that an overtake or just like a glitched out overtake, because we glitched into each other and then suddenly we were just alongside. We're gonna go for the move, but back out of it because that's not really the best corner to make a move, because it has kind of like its apex is like quite long. But now these guys are going side by side. We have the DRS. We're getting very, very close to the back of Julio as we come into the first corner. We overtake him, and MTW is won the battle for now. And there's quite a big gap in between us. That was a huge moment. We were so close to just smashing into the back of him. Absolutely hard beating. Hard is up in the neck. I think that's a Danish word. So I don't really think. Anyways, second track limit of the day. Jeff comes up and asks about a two-stump strategy. I think, well, if he's asking, it should be faster, so we might as well go for it. We're lap number 5 at the moment, so that means we'll be pitting in now for soft tires, and then hopefully ultra soft tires later on, or the super soft tires. I didn't actually know where he come down and asked me, but we get very, very loose there. The Toro Rosso now of Major Groove, getting a move done on us because we kind of lost it, so luckily for us, we have to go into the pit, which is not the best thing because our in-lap was absolutely terrible. These tires were beginning to feel a bit worn, Ultra soft tires. I think we're going to be the first and the only one to actually go into the pits right now. Yes, we are. Oh wait, do we? We have another one going into the pits, one of the Saubers, but we're coming in to change onto the super soft tires, and we'll probably do 2 stop, and then we'll go into the super soft later as well. And then we'll hopefully be good like that. So coming out of the pits now, we're going to be coming out in front of the Renault Hulk Bobby, which is very, very nice because I think he pitted in early or something, or he's actually quite far away behind. So I don't really know. We have some clean air now to get in some good laps. So hopefully we can pull off the undercut on some people. Hopefully, I don't really know about it. But these tires were much, much better at this moment. You can see we're going faster there. Going quite fast through the first sector, which is absolutely lovely. 17 seconds down. That's not really faster. But you can see instantly out of the pits, we're 7/10 faster than our fastest lap before. So we're lapping faster on these tires. But not gonna lie, it was very, very hard with the lag to get it done. It was just beginning to lag more and more. I think I didn't have my G-force. I didn't get it to work. So I drive without my G-force experience. Not my Logitech thing, but without the G-force experience at this moment, and the performance is really bad. The wheel doesn't want to get any signal, so the rev lights aren't working, and the display isn't working as well. So I took a short break right here. You can see I tried to fix it as fast as possible, do some tests with it, like example here. You can see the rev light test I tried to do on my wheel. It worked out fine, but it just didn't want it's like the input didn't the game didn't send out any output for it, so it was really going bad. It was really going downhill. I was getting frustrated all over the place because driving with lag is like the most uncomfortable experience ever. And then without the rev lights, and then without the display, which is not awesome at all. We're on lap number 9 now. You can get very, very loose there. But it's generally hard. The force feedback was behaving weird as well. I don't know what happened. The game is just really, really weird. You can see cut the shit out of that corner as well. So now we have a 3-second time penalty, which is not very fortunate. But it was just getting worse and worse. Like for every single lap, it was getting a bit worse and a bit worse. And you can see here we're going through the S section, very, very nice section, but it's not really comfortable at this moment. It was the recording, as you saw in the qualifying. We managed to go a bit faster, but you can see there much lag, and we spin it around on the exit, the final part of the section. We get bumped off by one of the barriers right there. Out into the barrier we go. We're front wing, and that's definitely probably the points out of action right here. You can see we tried to go on, hit the wall even more. And it was just, the experience is not very nice. Take the sign with us, because why not? A 10-second time penalty now for for exceeding the track limits. Yay! How beautiful is that? We get a 10-second time penalty for crashing out and exceeding the track limits, even though we lost time. It's just getting worse and worse. Now spin it out again. As I said at the start, my name's Pastor Maldonado. Yeah, AO Jorvin, you can call me that. Do whatever the freak you want in the comments. Call me that. But at this point, I decided that this was hopeless. It's really hopeless. The force feedback is shit. The lag is wild, and the display isn't working. The rev lights aren't working. It's just going downwards. So at least we got the mods to work, but Here we are coming around the last corner. We're going into the pits not only to change the front wing, but to retire the car as well. Really, it's whenever you have that, it's not a pleasant experience. I'm still trying to figure out the stuff with my GeForce, the NVIDIA experience thing, because it helps out the performance a lot. It really does. It's stuff with the graphic card and stuff. So we go into the pits, retire from the session, sadly. But that's how it has to end here at round 18 at the American Grand Prix. Final standings. Ryder PX winning the race. I think that is his 19th victory of this season. A DNF for us. And the 13-second time penalty. Podium of Call Me Magic and Thomas Su, the two Sabers. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. A very, very disappointing way to end it, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and Pastor Maldonuni is out. Bye, guys.